Hi, my name is Crystal Blaker. I'm with Roughhouse Dog Training in Tucson, Arizona. You can find out more information about me on roughhouse.biz, and that's RUFFHOUSE, and that was F as in Frank. This is Lucy, 1-year-old border collie mix. I'm on her loose leash walking outside now, so this is part 3, going from a kind of outside perspective. Look. Go. So here you can already see she's getting a little distracted with Michael walking behind her, but I just want to get across the street and into the shade so I can start to work on some focus. So I stop, get her to sit, and then wait for her to choose to look at me before I start walking again. I could ask her a look command, but I want her to start to learn to engage with me to get what she wants, which is to move forward on the walk. At the beginning of a walk, all dogs are going to be really excited. You see here that I have to do these little tugs to start to keep her at my side. So the third time I do it, you see I stop, turn around, get her to sit at my heel, and then again wait for her to look at me before I start walking again. The pavement here was a little hot, so I didn't want her to sit too long. So you can see she is staying right at my heel, where her head is at my leg, so I continue moving forward. As previously seen and mentioned, if she starts to pull, then that's when I will stop, get her to sit at my side and pay attention to me, and then proceed with the walk. But as long as she is walking loosely, we are continuing moving forward. She goes into a sit right there because she thought I was stopping, but I am just slowing down my pace, again, to teach her to pay attention to me and where I am, because I am leading the walk, not her. Again, you see she gets in front of me, so I stop, back up a few steps, get her to my heel, and then proceed to walk forward as long as the leash is loose. If it ever starts to tighten up, then I will stop, bring her back to my heel, and then proceed. I will then mix it up and start walking at a normal pace, and then a fast pace, and then super slow motion. So again, constantly teaching her, pay attention to me, where am I? If I go from a fast pace to a slow pace, I may have to give a little leash pressure to slow her down. And then once I'm in the slow pace, I may stop and sit. As soon as she looks at me, then I get up and we start walking again. If I notice she seems really distracted, but isn't necessarily pulling on the leash, again, I will occasionally stop, get her to pay attention, and then move on again. This amount of structure during a walk is for dogs who are learning loose leash walking. Once they understand to stay at my side, then we will continue a walk without doing as many stopping and sitting and laying down and getting them to pay attention to me. Now I am starting to put her in a lay position and waiting for her to look at me. So again, constantly switching it up, getting her to think about what I need to do in order to move forward, and that is look at me, whether you are sitting or laying down next to me. During this walk, I'm not allowing any sniffing or potty breaks. I will, on occasion, have an entire walk be exactly like this, where we just move constantly, but oftentimes I will stop, allow them to sniff and pee in the middle of the walk, and then at the end of the walk, they come back to my heel position and stay focused on me because they tend to get really excited when they know where home is. And I want them to learn, I still need you to pay attention to me, even though you are excited. So what do you do if your dog goes to stop and sniff? You will see here she goes to sniff something on the ground, and I just continue walking, give her a little leash pressure. As soon as she moves towards me, I release that and we continue walking.